All right, so before I get into what I see for next week, I'm gonna talk about what happened on Friday and really like throughout the week. Like a long story short, Friday I was supposed to end a video and say like what I could have did better or whatnot. I just ended the video on not so of a upbeat type of note, but looking back on it, I should have went with my first mind because I actually thought about short and spy, but that's besides the point. But anyway, I just had to look at what goes on through Monday through Friday. Like I gotta go to the I gotta you feel me, real like study the charts, you know, and just go crazy and just back test more, chart more, straight like that. So boom. Ain't even gonna talk about that for too long because it's a new week and we're gonna get paid straight like that. But anyway, what do we have for this week? PMI, PMI. That's about it. But we do have earnings, and I'm gonna move this like that because I keep switching this up. And earnings for this week, I'm loading it right now. Loading it right now. Boom. Decent like semi earnings for next week. Oh well, for this week coming up. Right off the bat, PLTR, Hems, AMD, Cat. What else do I see? I see Snap, Uber, Shopify, Disney, uh, NVO, DraftKings, McDonald's. Thursday, I think that's Eli Lilly, something like that. TTD trade this. I'm up on TTD. I'm also am I in NVO? I probably am, but it's only a few I'm missing out the Mag 7. I cannot lie. But anyway, Block, XYZ, Pinterest, Take Two. Godly, I'm already just naming all these. That crazy. We got Wendy's. That's crazy. And yeah. I feel like you feel me. You can just come right here, look, boom. But anyway, that's the earnings for next week, and boom. Yes, my chart may look a little different. I could have just typed spy, but my chart do look a little different. It's gonna look right. It's gonna get back looking right. Don't even mind it right now. But anyway, we finally got that pullback that I've been waiting for. That I said last week, the pullback gonna happen sometime soon. We made new highs, as you can see with this wick. As you can see with this wick, we made new highs. Boom, we went up to 639.97, right around there. Boom, came all the way down, engulfing candle, it's straight engulfing, cause it's at the highs. This candle, this red candle, is bigger than this previous green candle. So, truth be told, that is a engulfing candle. Even with all the earnings, I'm gonna get to it. But even with all the earnings, market still moved down. We did move up, like I said, with the earnings, but I thought we was gonna stay up a bit. Market came back down. Tariffs are taking effect. Come the 7th. I think the 7th is Friday, Thursday. So Trump did say tariffs will come in effect, and they tariffing. We got tariffs from I want to say 10-14% to like a high 40%. So I will keep my ear and I will keep my eyes looking at that. Anyway, what I expect Spy to do. What I expect Spy to do. I expect Spy to 615. 615 retest of these highs right here. We haven't had a pullback to these highs. We just pushed above it. You feel me? These previous highs off the weekly, I want to say off the daily as well. Yes, off the daily as well. Yes, we are in this. I see off the daily. This is some support right here. Really like around 621 where we closed at. But boom, I do see this support. But what I expect SPY to do, if it don't do it this week, it's gonna do it sometime soon, in my opinion. And me listening to folks that I listen to, just a few folks I listen to, I've heard that we should get some type of pullback into 613 for real. But if not, cool. We just gonna we just gotta look at it. We just gotta look at it. But I do expect SPY to really go up either. A couple of days I expect SPY to go up because to make a lower high and then come back down possibly. And yeah, straight like that. We gotta see where we open up at on what day? What day is that? We gotta see. I gotta see tomorrow. What am I talking about? We gotta see where we open at tomorrow. But boom, on to the next. QQQ 564. I say 564 going into previous all-time high for retest. Right. Boom. 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 Same thing. Same thing. I said 564. This is the next level I have. Although you feel me, 4 hour. This is the next level I have. And what? Godly. And why that level? This was the last known support. Boom, y'all see it. Boom, clear as day. I don't have too much to say. All-time highs. Pull back into all-time highs, which is 540. Soon. I believe that's a $6 move. Something like 5 maybe. No, that's a $12 move. 2% though. Wow. That's a $12 move. So maybe we get it next week. Maybe we get it this week. Who knows? I think market. What did Q do? I mean, Q's do. They moved $24 this week. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is I mean, it happened. You feel me? It happened. It happened. But Q's, I expect the Q's to go 546, 540, eventually. Maybe bounce off the 200. Who knows? But on to the next stop. I did not mean to do Apple, but since we on Apple, I just want to look at their chart. Apple is just in a range. Just one of the laggy. One of the laggy tech names. Straight like that. Boom, Amazon. When I was talking about the earnings, Amazon beat their earnings, but due to the tariffs and all the other news, they just came down. I think Meat had texted me. He was like, what did he say? He said they performed. They didn't perform too good on their earnings, but in reality, they did. I mean, cause like they didn't. It wasn't like no crazy earnings, but they did beat their earnings. But due to the tariffs and all that other economic stuff, they came down. they came down hard. I was expecting for them to actually go up, but they didn't. So basically, what I want Amazon to do, I want to see 208 hold. Let me go to 208. If 208 does not hold, I will be expecting 208 to fail and maybe possibly go even lower. To where? Maybe 204 on down to 200. Who knows? That's just what I think as of right now. Yeah, straight like that. Oh wow. Oh wow. I skipped over in the video, but I was gonna make my way back to it. But yeah, 208. If 208 doesn't hold, we shall see lower. Straight like that. The video. the heaviest stock in the world, the heaviest stock, the biggest stock, the most talked about stock, the stock I shall get a chain after. Nah, for real though. But anyway, I probably won't do that shit. By the way, I probably won't do that. I ain't gonna. I was just talking. But anyway, the video went up. The video went up like $2, $3 post market. It was Wednesday. Boom, when Meta and Microsoft reported. That is insane in itself. They went up like $45 a piece. I know Meta went up like maybe $70. I think it was like $72. Something crazy. So yeah. But anyway, I was saying all that to say this. You feel me? They came up a bit with them. All that. Boom. Straight like that. And then boom, I was just looking at this right before I was recording. I was like, wow, this is a you can call this a spinning top, if you will. This pattern right here, you can call this a spinning top, evening star, whatever. Boom, came back down. Would have had, should have had, or would have had, whatever. Stops above 179.20. That would have been nice, but in hindsight, all talking in hindsight. But anyway, the video 169 bounce. If it don't hold 169, it should go lower. That's all I got. That's all I got, because last week I said 167, or did I say 169? I said 169 bounce, but 169 never got it. Never. What was this? It was Tuesday. Boom. Last Tuesday. So boom, it never came down to test this level again, and that's where I wanted to see the video come down to and go higher, but it didn't. Boom. We just gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see come the end of the week. Come the end of the week, we're gonna have to see. But 169 bounce on the video. That's what I'm seeing. If it doesn't hold 169, we should go lower. We should go lower. I would say I say we go to 164, 166. 164, 166. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's how I get better. But straight like that. I talked about this stock before. This stock has went up a little bit. Things kind of ranging now, but let's look at it. And that is Marvel, MRVL. Boom. Hold on. I ain't even gonna do them like that because I haven't even, you know what? Forget it. Because we started off on a weekly. But Marvel. So Marvel has been a little sticky, I see. I'm looking at it off the daily. I think y'all can already see what level I want. And it's not the next one. It's the one below it. And that is 67 bounce. And you can see off the daily. Let's look, you feel me? Off the daily, really it's 71. But boom, off the daily, it broke this and held it with this. But you can see all these little daily candles, these chop, boom, chop. But it never like really never broke 67. Not really. And it never broke 67 cents. Strong support, as you can see. You feel me? Strong support. You gotta go all the way back. But anyway, we not even gonna get too deep. But possibly we can do a 6-7 bounce, 67 bounce. If not, cool. If it go lower than that, I'll be a little surprised. And matter of fact, what I'm gonna do live right here, I'm gonna do a level right around here. Wow. I think I just exposed myself. I'm gonna go back and look at that too, because I think I did, but y'all gonna see a whole bunch of painting. People, bro, am I tripping, bro? What's going on? But anyway, hold on, boom. I want that level. I really want it right here. We're gonna do it right here. Boom. And I'm gonna add a reminder. We're gonna fix it. 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 But anyway, 6-7 bounce. 6-7 bounce. Strong support, as you can see. Boom. Let's look at it off the weekly. Boom. I like that level. I like that level a lot. So boom, we shall see. And yeah, straight like that. Be back at this shit when I turn this shit on. Ah.